All right, let's just jump right in. Forget motivation, forget quick fixes. Today, we're talking about a real system. Think of it like a tough, no-nonsense operator's manual for your own mind, something designed to give you actual, total control over your life.
But before we get to the solution, let's be honest about why you might feel stuck right now. You know that feeling? Like you're just spinning your wheels, you know you can do more, but you just keep getting sucked back into the same old frustrating habits. It's a super common problem, but believe me, it has a very specific cause.
And look, this is going to sound harsh, but here's the brutal truth. It's not an insult, okay? Think of it more like a diagnosis. All that friction you're feeling, it's not really coming from the outside world. It's coming from an internal system, a mindset, that just isn't built to handle any real pressure. I mean, does any of this sound familiar? The second things get uncomfortable, you quit. Something goes wrong, and immediately you're looking for someone else to blame. You spend hours just stuck in your own head, comparing your life to everyone else's. Listen, these aren't character flaws. They're symptoms. They're basically error messages popping up from a buggy operating system. So what's the fix? Well, you need an upgrade, a whole new operating system for your mind. And that's what this is. We're calling it the Unbreakable Blueprint. It's a powerful mental framework that's basically been reverse engineered from some of the toughest, most disciplined minds on the entire planet.
And here's the key thing. This isn't just a random collection of cool ideas. It's a complete interlocking system. You've got the what, the actual tools. You've got the how, the plan for using them every single day. The why, that's your core purpose, the thing that drives you. And maybe, most important of all, you've got the when, the specific triggers that tell you exactly which tool to use in the heat of the moment. It's a totally closed loop, and it's designed for one thing and one thing only, to fundamentally change who you are.
Okay, so this whole system, it's built on 3 massive foundational pillars. These are like the raw materials for mental strength, and they come from absolute legends in discipline, toughness, and, believe it or not, inner peace. So let's break them down.
Pillar number 1 is called extreme ownership, and it comes straight from Navy SEAL Commander Jocko Willink. The idea is really simple, but man, it is not easy to do. It just means you take 100% total responsibility for everything that happens in your life. The good stuff, the bad stuff, all of it. Because the second you stop blaming other people, that's the moment you actually take back control. And this one idea creates this powerful chain reaction, you see? It all starts with owning everything. Once you've got that foundation of responsibility, then you have to check your ego at the door so you can actually learn and get better. And then you have to truly believe in your mission. That's what lets you push forward no matter what. All right, next up we've got mental toughness. And this comes straight from the one and only David Goggins. The core idea here is pretty wild. Your mind, it has this kind of safety switch, like a governor on an engine. Its only job is to keep you comfortable. But here's the thing. All of your real potential, all of your actual growth, it's not in the comfort zone. It's on the other side of it, right in the middle of pain and suffering.
And of course, he gives you the tools to get there. There's the accountability mirror for some brutal self-honesty, the 40% rule, which teaches you that when you think you're done, you've got 60% left in the tank, the cookie jar to remember all the tough times you've already conquered, and callousing the mind, which is just the daily habit of doing hard stuff on purpose, just to build toughness.
Okay, and the third and final pillar is inner peace. Now, this isn't about running away from the world to go meditate on a mountaintop. No, it's about building a fortress inside your own mind so that no matter what chaos is happening outside, it can't touch you. It's about being the calm eye of the hurricane by completely mastering your internal state. So how in the world do you get there? Well, it boils down to 2 incredibly simple rules. Rule 1, want less. Just think about it. Every single thing you want is like a little contract you sign with yourself to be unhappy until you get it. So if you want less, you suffer less. Simple. Rule 2, speak less. The less you talk, the fewer chances you have for misunderstandings, for arguments, for drama. It just simplifies everything. So, there you have it, the 3 pillars: extreme ownership, mental toughness, and inner peace. But ideas are totally useless if you don't use them. So now we're going to get into how these all combine into a real, actionable system you can use every day. This is where the blueprint really comes alive. And this is the absolutely crucial part. This is why most people fail. They might have a few of the tools, but they have no idea when to actually use them. This when layer, it's the missing link. It connects the ideas to the real world. It's the trigger system that makes this whole blueprint actually work when you're under fire.
So I want you to think of this table as your new mental command prompt. Your brain's internal sensor detects a feeling. Maybe it's exhaustion, or that voice telling you to quit, or just feeling weak. But instead of running your old, weak programming, you now deploy a specific protocol. I feel exhausted? Okay, then I deploy the 40% rule. I want to quit right now? Fine, I deploy the cookie jar. It's a direct system override for your own weakness in real time.
Okay, which brings us to the final and honestly, the most important part of all of this. Why does any of this actually work? I mean, what's the end game? What is the whole point of deliberately engineering all this discomfort and discipline into your life?
And that's a totally fair question, right? Why would anyone choose the hard path? Well, because the hard path is the only path that leads to real freedom. Comfort? Comfort is just a comfortable cage. Discipline? That's the key that unlocks the door.
And this is the whole thing, the entire process, right here in one single loop. We call it the Gateway to Freedom loop. So step 1, you start embracing daily discomfort and total ownership. That forges step 2, unbreakable discipline. That discipline then gives you the power for step 3. You get to dictate your own destiny. And that leads to the final prize, ultimate freedom. Freedom from your own impulses, from your own weaknesses, from your own damn excuses.
So really, this is the core equation of the entire blueprint. Pain plus discipline equals a reprogrammed identity. I mean, think of who you are right now as a computer program just running on its default settings. By consistently adding hardship, that's the pain, and a system, that's the discipline, you are forcing a complete system update. You are literally, and I mean literally, reprogramming your mind from the ground up.
And you really got to let that one sink in. See, motivation, that's just a feeling. It's unreliable, it comes and goes, and it will abandon you when you need it most. Discipline, on the other hand, is a system. It's a habit. It's what you do whether you feel like it or not. This whole blueprint, it's not about feeling good. It's about building a system that makes you an absolute machine, especially on the days you feel like garbage.
So let's end this right back where we started, but with a totally new perspective. The problem was never that you were weak. The problem was that you were untrained. You were operating with the wrong user manual. Well, now you have the right one. The only question left is, are you going to use it?